So this was the week where I had so many phone calls asking me, Elana, what I do. My kids are kvetching. They're complaining all the time. Such a good question, especially because this is the parsha of the complaints. We have Bnei Yisrael complaining that their food's not good enough. We want food. Man comes from Shemayim. Complaining that there's no water. Complaining about where we were better off there. There were cucumbers. There were fish. Lots of complaining going on this parsha. So guess what? I'm here to come and give you 2 tips what to do about a good kvetching kids. What is that? Tip number 1, ignore them if you can. It takes a lot of koach. I know, it's really hard. They're complaining and it's annoying, but you give koach to it, you give power to it when you put attention to it. So number 1 could be you could just simply try to ignore it. Tip number 2, stop complaining yourself. The children are learning this from you. Think about how many times you're complaining about their complaining and how much of us are complaining about everything in life. So I'll tell you something. It's not that necessarily a happy mommy is a happy home, but I can tell you for sure a kvetchy mommy is a kvetchy home. Kvetchy home. So my advice is, number 1, try and ignore it if you can. Number 2, stop complaining yourself. And number 3, see if there's something that really is valid about this kvetching, about this complaining. For example, when Israel was complaining about not having water, Hashem gave them water right away. That was a very valid complaint. If somebody's complaining about something that's valid, pay attention to it. Don't get annoyed by it. Take away your emotion and just see if there's something you can do about it. And if not, ignore it. If it's not something that's valid, that you find valid, so just ignore it. And B'ezrat Hashem, after 2 weeks, it'll go away, especially if you're not complaining. Have a great Shabbat.